And as long as there are weekly tokusatsu shows to talk about, we will be here talking about them. As always, we are Half Hour Henshin. I am one of your hosts, Sleepy Witch, joined by
DJ Azure, the 2.5D Hero Talktuber.
Gavv
Oh man.
begins.
Oh man, I am so ready to talk about Gavv. Oh my god.
I
Like
was. He's so funny. I
I
really
yeah,
like
he
him.
is he is great. He's great. Oh man, obviously like I'm always like at a loss as to where to like start because like I don't want to just recap the episode, but
Yeah,
yeah, let's talk about Shoma. Mr. just falls out of a plane. Like it's really funny how we literally just start off with him just falling out of a plane.
yep.
Like
I'm a big fan of that. I also like the trope of like I found this guy fucking washed up on the beach.
yeah. It was so funny. He's like, "Are you dead?" And then he's like, I was like, "I need food."
Yeah. I loved this episode. It was a really fun opening. I know because we started the series with Geets, and Geets did just have that, like, 10 out of 10 first episode. I
Yeah,
know some people didn't like the Gottshred start because it's like, bro, you can't compare it to Geets. Geets was like a miracle episode. It was just so good. Like we are
yeah,
obviously getting that all the time. But Gab was just really solid.
yeah. Oh man, like honestly, I just love Shoma a lot because he's like so goofy. He's so happy. He is just super kind. Like it's like like. It's like I feel that people are just gonna like this season just because it's not Gotchard, but I'm gonna be like, dude, that's messed up. Like just
Yeah,
because like we have hints of darkness,
we
like
are
does
we are
not
just
mean
it's because we are gotcha lovers in this chat, but like yeah, it does feel bad basically because like gotcha is probably not going to be my favorite season other than maybe suit wise because oh my god. But I like gotcha and it just feels bad being like dude, Gav is so much better. Can't believe gotcha's over. Like finally, dude, we're done with that shit. It's like you didn't have to say
nah.
that last part.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I'm sad that Gotchard's over because like there was so much to love about it. But like this isn't about Gotchard. This is about Gav, and Shoma is so adorable. Like the fact that he just like starts eating. Like it's like this isn't regular food. This is just snacks, and then just all of a sudden pops out a Gochizo, and
I love the Gochizos. They're so fucking cute. I wasn't
I
sure how I
didn't.
was gonna feel about them till we saw them in the show.
Yeah, like it's like they're so obviously CG. Like if there's one thing I could give about Gav right now is that it actually shows that it was being filmed 20 weeks in advance.
Yeah, the CG's pretty fun, and also, oh my god, just talking about the CG, I fucking love the shot they do for the fucking car crash.
Oh yeah,
Just a
yeah, that
really
was
funny
so
like
funny.
2D slideshow, and the two dudes are like flying out the front window.
Yeah,
Uh,
that was actually super cool. Like it really just shows like this stuff. Like this shows so much about Shoma from the start. We just know that he is like he respects his mom. He respects his mom. He's trying to like he doesn't want to eat the dark candy.
and he's
And he
willing to
it's like
possibly
he's
put himself in harm's way to like help people because he didn't know that the truck wasn't going to be strong enough to hurt him.
yeah, yeah. He just said no. Wait, they're about to get hit. I'm gonna help them.
Yep.
And it's also great too because like just to fast forward through the episode, I mean, like the fact that the first monster we fight, he says, "Oh, look at that! She called you a monster." It's like, yeah, I'm a monster, but I'm protecting them. It's like,
But you're a monster
yes,
too, baby. One of the big
exactly.
things that I'm really curious about going just sticking to that monster fight. That monster obviously thinks Gavv is weird because it's red. And
Yeah.
that's being pointed out that his is different. They all have kind of like regular human mouths with big monster teeth or whatever, like pink mouth with gums and
Hmm.
stuff. Uh, and at the beginning, we meet our detective who shows a picture of a monster that's got a red Gav.
Hmm.
So now I'm just like, was that Shoma that people saw? But he didn't know how to transform. Is there someone else with a red Gav?
Hmm. Yeah, and like the other thing too is that like because like we're basically assuming because we only saw a human mom. Like is like was the mom human?
We saw
Like I
a,
mean, okay.
and the thing is, he says she's from here, and he says that his mom is from here. So we're all assuming human mom. That technically doesn't have to be the case. She could have been from her, like, she could have been the half human, half granite.
Yeah, like, oh, man.
So we have no
Like,
idea. I'm just kind of waiting for more info.
yeah, so we have a mystery about Gav's about Shoma's true nature. It also throws it, like someone was also mentioning too, like it kind of throws into question, like, is the suit Gav's natural form, or is this human form natural form?
Yeah, especially because is that his natural like granute form the way like the monster forms are, or is that like
Hmm.
a special granute form because he hasn't eaten the dark snacks?
Yeah, so it's like there's a lot of interesting things to, like, really guess about. I mean,
What are the
like,
things that I
obviously,
was surprised about? Sorry, because we'll go into the
yeah.
like because we have expectations just from the stuff we see that like oh blah blah blah. I was really expecting our detective boy to be more of like the hard boiled kind, and he looks kind of more like the dorky kind.
He is so dorky.
And I
Oh
just
my
love that
god.
he's got his like other guy who's the like older detective, and he's like I smell a murder with like no fucking proof or vibes or whatever, and he's like you're right, senpai. You're so smart. I was like, oh my god, he's a dumbass.
He really is. He is, yeah, like I said, he's just adorable. I'm so excited to see what else he does in the show, cuz like like also the fact that, like they already introduced us to him, and like, like right at the end basically shows like, the girl that what is it? I think runs the candy shop or whatever.
Yeah.
At the yeah, like we basically got a small preview of that. But no, this was just straight up, we're just going to show Gav everything he does. We're going to show off a lot about the suit. Like the fact that, like, he, like, okay, so number 1, the transformation. First transformation. Oh,
I, it looks pretty great. I was very big fan. I mean, I think we'd seen vibes of the transformation from the clips we've seen from the movie, and
mhm.
I mean, it still looks great. It's really cool. The fucking glowing purple eye before the mask completely
Yes.
covers. Chef's
Yeah.
kiss.
Also, like the fact that he's able to regenerate pieces of the armor, like that was actually like I was not expecting that.
I wasn't
Like,
either. I also wasn't expecting the armor to be like bouncy.
yeah, that was so cool. Like,
That was
it,
cute. He's very like the gummy armor is very cool. It's got a good vibe. Uh, Big thing that I really like. First of all, we know that the dude who's doing a lot of the action for this show is the same one from Geet. So we are back to those slow mo shots, baby.
yes,
The freeze frame punch right after the Gavv transformation, fantastic. But also,
yes,
in addition to like some really cool shots and framings, that one shot where he like jumps out of the building and we're looking down as he like lands on top of us. Oh my god, that was so cool. Him
yeah,
cutting through the storage container and jumping through it.
dude, the storage container like section.
That was so cool.
Everyone was talking about that.
It was so it
Everyone.
was just like a cool vibe, you know. That's
Yeah,
a
like,
cool, interesting way for him to do shit.
mhm.
Him spitting out the sword was funny.
Yeah, that was, and it was so funny too, because it's like, once again, like talking about, like, previewing future things. Like he tries doing a Gochizo like finisher with it, and it does nothing, and
I
everyone's
love
like
the
saying,
Gochizo's
"Oh,
crying. It's so funny. They're
yeah,"
so
and everyone's
they're
like,
so
"Oh
cute.
man, this is gonna be so good." Yeah.
Especially they're so cute, and especially like I saw people talking about that they're very like Pikmin coded.
Hmm.
And I do see that. I fucking love the like eat gummy, and then he goes to eat him with his like face mouth, and then starts crying. No, wrong one.
What's really funny too is that people were talking about, like, saying it is subtly a don't eat warning for real kids.
Yeah, absolutely. It makes so much sense, and it's like built into the show in a very natural way. So very cute.
Hmm.
Second of all, oh my god, I love uh the posing that they've done. I don't know if this was a choice of him, but like for this suit actor, the fact that he's kind of posing like really animalistically. You know, he doesn't stand like a
Hmm.
human most of the time. He's like slouched over. He's got the arms out. He's kind of the knees bent. He doesn't stand straight up. He's kind of like embracing that, like, oh, this is not human, so he wouldn't stand just straight normally.
Yes.
It's a cool little, just like a little touch, you know.
Yeah, they actually mentioned that kind of a bit with the press conference, because do you know the concept of gap moe?
I know of it where it's something. I know what you're talking about. Where it's something that's not supposed to be cute, but you make it cute or something like that.
In a sense, it's more like it's kind of like an unexpected cuteness to it, or like there's like a gap in personality. Like, I want to say like dual personalities, but there's like a change, because like you see, like when he changes, like he is like he goes from like a smile to like a very like serious look,
Yeah, it's like
and he
I'm
becomes like,
determined.
feral. Yeah, like super feral. Like that's what Shoma is, and it's great. And then
Yeah.
of
Also,
course, like, talking about Negochizo, like the fact that, or like talking about Negochizo and like using up so many of them. The fact that at the end of the episode, he basically sees some dude on a regular motorcycle, says, "Hey, can you turn to that?" And he rides a motorcycle.
dude, everyone is so hyped about that. Like, yo, my boy's out here, melancholy, riding a motorcycle. Before we talk about that end, oh my god, I think it's so funny that like the main like goons are like fucking techwear demons.
Yes.
So honestly, aesthetically, that's a vibe. I know how much you love your techwear jackets. I kind of do too. Um, but also, I think it's so funny that the humans who get captured get turned into like acrylic standees.
Yes. Yeah.
It's just it's like one of those things where like it's kind of goofy, but like I get it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh, Also, it was really sweet seeing him like bond with this kid. I
Yeah.
loved that at the end when he's leaving, he leaves him the note, and he's like, "If you're trying to keep your your stuff secret, you can't be leaving behind evidence." And he destroys the note. I was like, "Oh, that's so cute." The kid cares.
Yeah. It's also really funny too because he said, "Oh man, we got secret identities in Gavv now." It's like someone's like super excited about that.
Yeah,
Um,
because again, sometimes I totally get it. It's like people are just like, "Oh, people just fucking know, huh?"
oh man, and also like was something that someone also mentioned about that letter though. It's really cute because Shoma, like the letter that Shoma leaves, is written in all just nothing but katakana and hiragana, except for the kanji for mom.
I know someone pointed that out. That was so cute. We talked about him. Obviously, he's a sweetheart, but it's one of those things where like he's a fucking traumatized sweetheart because obviously
Yeah.
losing his mom in what seems to have been a horrific fashion is just what like lingering on him.
Hmm.
Uh, Also, just as a general vibe, I always forget, like, I always assume that writers are really strong, but I always forget just how strong until some people like post up like the stats. I saw someone talking about like, oh, these are, the Gummy's base form stats, and it's like punching power, 1 ton, kicking power, 2 tons. And then they're going like, oh man, Gavv might be one of the weakest writers we've gotten in a bit. And
Yeah.
I'm like, that's what we're considering weak. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, considering that like Omazeo or like the strongest riders that we can think of is like 4 tons, 5 tons of force, and then like I think base forms are normally like 2.3, like 2.1.
Yeah. But it's cool that also he's not like weak outside of this main form, just because obviously he's just an alien, so even in his like quote unquote human form, he can take a bunch of hits. Obviously not from like the other monsters, but like I mean he can't be run over by cars. Uh
Yeah. Oh man, we're like there's a lot to really expect out of this, but it's a
I'll
new show. It's a new show. We're excited. Next episode we're finally gonna have them move into like what we know is the base,
which I
and
do
getting
love
introduced to more
having a
characters.
like cute base that also is like a residential area. If
Yeah.
anything, I feel like probably one of the things where like I didn't like as much about Gotchard was I really like having the like cafe base, and so them having the alchemy place as the base instead of his mom's restaurant uh was like oh, that's cool, but it's just like I just really like when they have the like in public base.
Yeah.
I loved the cafe from Build. I even love like not as much in public, but I really like the little like warehouse from Gaim and everything.
Hmm. Yeah. Actually, I didn't really think about that because like what is it 01, we obviously have the hidden offices. Saber, we have the bookstore. Revice, we have the bathhouse. Like that was actually a cute one.
But
um yeah, Geets, we have
Geets, they were just
the
hanging out in like the DGP office and stuff.
yeah, exactly, yeah,
In like the break room.
yeah, the cast room.
And to be
um
fair, again, if it's done well, like it's not like a thing where it's like, oh, I wanted them interacting more. I just also like the kind of vibe of like, oops, people could just walk in here at any moment because it's a store.
you need to watch Common Rider O's.
I should watch. I need to watch a lot of Kamen Rider. I'm thinking of going for the next one I watch. That's not this. I'm thinking of going back to like an older classic and watch like Kabuto.
Yeah. And talking about older classics, we're also watching a second new show this week, and we are watching SSSS Gridman. Wait. Oh no, sorry. This is still Ultraman Arc. So we're
Oh,
moving into Ultraman Arc.
okay. Before we move on into that, though, one last thing. My favorite part about this goddamn episode, we get the like melancholy rides off. We get a fade to black, and then we get the 1 week later, and someone fucking finds him dead in a bush.
Yeah.
Dude, my bro cannot survive out here. This is so funny. I was losing my mind when they just find him in a bush again. That was so good. Also, excited to see Chip go Chizos.
Yes. Yeah, we're getting him that. We're getting that early.
Yep. I mean, we've
I'm just
seen
waiting
the
for
forums.
Marshmallow.
Yeah, that's fair. And we're gonna get to see some of the siblings next week and the dad.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, SSS Gridman. I'm gonna be honest. I was so confused what we're doing there.
But it's really funny because like there actually are a lot of like OG Gridman references in this Ultraman Arc episode. Like I never watched it, but like obviously I'm basically just going off of what a lot of Twitter pointed out. But like we basically have cryptocurrency the episode.
Yeah, that's not what I thought this episode was gonna be about.
Yeah.
Also,
but it was money, dude, as you were waiting for.
Yeah,
he
was funny. Kanagon is funny. I like the bit. I'm not sure how I feel about the fact that like this lady made this fucking AI to test like the money donation systems, but like the AI itself gets to spend its own money.
Yeah.
Who decided? That's the thing where I'm like, who decided that? Like, that should just go to your account for the company or whatever.
Yeah, and talking about Kanagon and like his little blimp that he goes around in. Someone pointed out that like the production notes for it is that they wanted to make Kanagon's domain to look like Japan as seen through the eyes of Hollywood.
Oh, that's really fucking funny. That's why it was the fucking big ass. Oh my god.
Yeah, Tokyo Tower and Mount Fuji in the same area.
Yep. And then it's
so
also
funny.
bright and colorful. Oh god.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't see that tweet? You didn't see that tweet about the production note?
I did not know. I haven't seen anything about that. Also,
oh yeah,
holy shit, dude.
Gridman references because he gets digitized.
Yep. Dude, Ishido's insane. They fucking cut this man down to 4 cups of coffee, and he immediately went like, "I need to become a popular live streamer so I can afford this." Oh my god. I love their dumb little like, we're going to fucking stream with like the VTuber, just the faces tracking onto us.
Yeah, and it was cute. We actually get to see them.
Bro,
like
they get poses. It's cute. It was a good attempt. They did not succeed at first. I fucking love Ishido just being like, "We've made some banger content. Why have none of them donated to us yet?"
It's so funny.
It's so funny. It's especially because like, again, from everything that we'd seen, you'd think that like Yuma would be the like wild one and that Ishido would be the straight man to his like thing for comedy, but it's like the opposite. Yuma's
really
the fucking straight man in this comedy duo, and it's just like, that doesn't feel like it should be right.
It really doesn't. But I mean, like, just kind of like with Gavv, like, we just have a super sweet dude. Just like, Yuma's just like, yeah.
Also, I like the vibes for this episode because the fact that they made the kaiju like a digital entity means that they could use the suit in like size appropriate stuff where they don't build like a whole set to make it look big. They're just like, hey, look, it's just at the park. It can interact with things on a human scale, which also meant we got to see the cool like Yuppie enter the internet and like be quote unquote big.
Okay, so apparently that was also UP entering the internet was actually not planned originally, but they did it anyways because they wanted to have another Gridman reference, which is basically just having the support units for Gridman, which is why he actually rides on UP.
Fair, yeah. I also love that because I know that was a thing. I still have to go back. I never finished the OG Gridman, the SSS Gridman anime. But I know that one of the things was that they put in too many of them. He fucking started lagging in real life.
Yes.
And they fucking had too much shit going on. And so fucking Yuppie just got fucking disconnected while he was writing it. I love some of the dumb comedy they went for this episode that like Yuppie disappears and he like keeps flying and then just looks at the screen like Wile E. Coyote. Uh-oh. Crash.
Yep.
Yeah. the more you tell me about this world being like this is how Hollywood views Japan, it's like that's so fucking funny. But also like, damn, dude, real.
Yeah, it's so good. I'm like I was like smiling, and like especially with like with the owner of the PayPay or whatever it was they were
The
using.
Hoshipay.
Yeah, Yoshpay and the other two, like the way that they were like at the computer, like telling like like kind of talking about Arc and stuff like that. Like the way that it was being framed was also specifically Gridman.
Yeah,
Like
I
there
do.
was so much Gridman here, and apparently the way that when they pick up the coins, it actually does play the Baby Dan Dan song or something
Mm.
like that, or like no, I mean like there's just Gridman references about this,
No,
but
yeah,
yeah, it's so cool.
absolutely. It's cool. We get to see a cool fight. We get to see the guy get like super big and then super small and learn about spending money. All I'm saying is that like this episode's real villain was not the fucking kaiju. It was that fucking lady, dude. Again, why would you program the AI and like not? Why is that not linked to your bank account? And then you just have it spit out all the money, and now like everyone in Hoshino City just like fucking gained a bunch of Bitcoin.
Yeah,
What happened? I'm not
yeah,
gonna try to
freaking.
understand the concept of this internet thing. Also, fucking love the like Arc gets booted out like in the fucking money storm or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Very funny. I like that the fucking kaiju like their little fucking live stream turned into like a kaiju informational show or something like a deep dive into catch. And I'm Omega using science to make more delicious coffee. Uh, do they? I'm gonna be real. Do they know the implications of naming these two boys Alpha and Omega and giving them cat ears? I don't know if they know about this because I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
but I fucking love his little dumb chibi face when he
Wait.
realizes the tip is from Conagone.
Yep. Uh, oh man. But yeah, just such a wacky episode. Like it was just really fun just to find out that it was a big reference to Gridman. Like I've only seen SSS as Gridman, but I have seen like be, like smiling at like references to to previous series. That's like super cute. I really love how Supro does that.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, looks like we got some Rin backstory next episode. We're gonna see about a teacher she really liked that she has to go like undercover to see if he's like fucking selling kaiju parts.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like we're getting some real classic looking kaiju's next episode too.
Yeah.
So that'll be pretty fun. I'm still waiting for it now. Now that we've seen the money episode, now the only thing I'm waiting for is the fucking mech. We see
Yep.
it in the opening. He looks dangerous. He looks sick. I want to see him, especially because I think this will be, this will be a time where like the mech is not from the same unit as Arc.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Blazer, obviously Earthgeron was from their like his same unit, and so it was kind of like, oh, they're kind of like allies, but like I don't know. This guy looks like he could be a bad guy. Like he could be an antagonist.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, we'll find out soon enough.
but it's time.
The
Man,
only serious episode this week.
the only
Pretty
serious
much.
episode this week, but we do continue on the aliens.
Mm-hmm.
I do love seeing Gemba with the fucking like 10-foot
Reverse.
vertical leap.
Yeah, I know, right?
Very funny. Also, this race like controls space or some shit.
Yeah,
It's they did it. Gojo's back. He's just as Buji's now.
Wait, Gojo?
From JJK.
Oh, I've never seen JJK.
It's cool. He has like some space power. He can stop people from like touching him. Basically, super TLDR.
Okay.
His power is like infinity, so you can create an infinity around him, so you can never
Mm-hmm.
technically reach him. Now, obviously, this
I
is more
see.
like space / gravity powers, but it was just like the like him holding up the hand and like the thing stopping like before it can touch him was like, oh, he's back.
Yep.
I still fucking love the Tsuchinoko on his suit.
Yeah,
Honestly,
it's great. And like it's like I remember I think I talked about it last week. I told you Dis Race's movie reference, right?
yes. I don't remember which specific movie.
It was Death Race.
Yes. Okay. Oh yeah, this race, Death Race, because we had
Mm-hmm.
the Mad Max,
Yeah, Mad Rex and Mad Max. Cannonborg is Cannonball Run.
and now we have
Apparently
this
the
race
movie
for Death
villain.
Race.
Yeah, the movie villain is named Damon Thunder. So Days of Thunder.
Ah.
Yeah. So
Honestly, I'm
yeah,
glad
this
they're
one's Death
committing to the
Race.
bit with the puns, even if I'm not a target audience for that because I have not watched a lot of these movies. But like, it's
Mm,
nice seeing them commit to a bit. Uh,
yeah. I
but
mean, hell, we have
anyway,
Bundorio Bunderas and me still angry at myself for not realizing Bune Diesel at
that one,
first.
yeah.
Like,
Look, it's okay. We all make mistakes sometimes. But anyway, Angry Genba. I need to be real.
and like
Mhm.
you were talking about Omega Alpha and Omega earlier. So here's another cat boy for us.
Yeah, though to be fair, the what I don't think foxes are neither cats nor dogs.
Oh
And
yeah, they're
I
not.
said
They're not.
cowboy. I think Omega, the Alpha and Omega like meme shit is usually used with werewolves, but you know what I mean. It was
Yeah.
like, why are you giving them ears? I don't trust this. Uh, but yeah,
But
Gamba gets wiped. Uh, two of the big things. One, I love that the part just fucking looks like a pipe.
mhm,
That's very funny. That's like some very like Sentai. Like this is just a funny little item that I now have.
yeah,
Uh,
and yeah, and what's also crazy about this episode too is that like remember how we all thought Sakito, like how everyone thought Sakito was an alien, but he was originally from Earth. So we actually have the reverse of that with Genba.
yep. Which going back, it explains a lot. We do get the explanation that his procurement has been like him selling off parts of his spaceship.
Mm-hmm.
But also the incredibly funny part that means that like parts of his spaceship have something that's created like really funny random objects like toys or the
Yeah,
fucking trampoline.
yeah, or it might just be him selling stuff. But it's crazy though. Like he basically comes from like what is it, a merchant planet or something, or
Yep.
like he's like the boss of the or it's like he's the young boss of the planet.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's a pretty cool vibe, but it's been taken over by the Hash aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Big important thing. Obviously, the ISS gave this thing to this race, and fucking Taya's, I'm gonna just call him Uncle, knows.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I don't like this. I don't trust like this. I liked having Taya's uncle just be like a chill dude. I don't like this.
Yeah, but like we get some backstory for Brig. Like he basically just comes across him. You know.
Yep, and he's a procurement specialist, which also makes sense with the merchant planet kind of thing.
Mhm.
Also, the fact that we're keeping with the fucking pun name because his name is Delivery.
Yeah.
That's so dumb, but like so perfect. Also, dude, I it sucks, but having ISS lady just come up to him and being like, obviously the ISS will be monitoring you. I tried to get them to not, but like, yeah, it's because I'm an alien. Fuck y'all. It's like, dude, that
Yeah.
sucks.
It does. Like, oh man, like there were some like not happy vibes in this episode. Like,
But it's really funny. All of the happy vibes were with fucking Disrace and the Sand Seeders this episode. I will say, I like Disrace so much more than I like Cannonborg. Mad Rex
well, I
was.
mean,
Well,
yeah, like yeah, Mad Rex was basically just like trying to like like
Ma-
just be a boss.
yeah,
Like he basically felt like the starter boss. Cannonberg was just a jerk. I mean, hell, even Yarkar would like speak back to him. I mean, Yarkar is also speaking back to Disrace this episode. But
Yarkar's just a funny little guy. But no, but
yeah.
what I was saying is like, but Mad Rex was like, oh, he's cool. He's gonna fight on his own. He's got like a rivalry going on. Then we
Mhm.
got Cannonborg. He's just slimy and shitty and like whatever. I don't care. But then we got
Yeah, like they
Disrace.
even call him out for they even call him out for like until like what is it, the last episode
Yeah.
where like he wouldn't even fight his own.
And then we got Disrace. And Disrace got vibes. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
I like him. He's funny. I love that he's like taking like Yarukar's like shits on him, and he's like, no. That's funny. Let him keep talking.
Yeah, exactly.
And then how he's like, you guys don't understand. The main thing that's important when taking over a planet, it's an effective marketing campaign. Like, dude's hilarious. I love him. He gets a fucking order and it ends up being a carpet.
Yep.
And he like is pretending to be asleep, and when they like get it, he's like, "You peeked," and they're like, "Oh shit, he's gonna kill us." Nah, it's fine. You guys could have seen that anyway. He just likes fucking with them.
Yeah, exactly. I am such a fan of Disrace so much.
He's got stuff. He's got vibes. I had nothing against Mad Rex because Mad Rex was an archetype, but he was doing it well.
Yeah.
Fucking Cannonborg is an archetype. that made me hate him. To be fair, he was doing the voice, but like this rip comes in and he's got style, he's got vibes, he's got the Tsuchinoko on his shoulder, which he can shoot out when he fought Sakito. Also, yeah, menacing. Holy shit, he wipes the floor with Sakito.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is hard to fight. Like, oh my god.
Yep, and
Like,
then he fucking can shoot the Tsuchinoko, which looks really sick. Again, I always kind of like the vibe of like an episode where like the main thing that's happening is not the fight, but we still see the fight like in the background as things are happening. So like, oh, the fight's happening, but like the important thing isn't the fact that they're fighting this guy. It's just it's the fact that like Gemba's having his like almost like emotional I don't know what to say, like emotional break in the background.
yeah, and like it's like, and like he tries quitting, and it's like, no, like you're a part of us, right? But no, like surprisingly, this is like a rare thing for like these kid shows. Well, I mean, at least for Sentai, I should probably say, where it's like there's actually like a lasting, there's actually like lasting consequence right now.
Yep. One of the big things that I thought was really interesting is again, vibes wise, I really like this. First of all, again, the fact that the fight's happening in the background, Sakito's trying to fight this race and losing. But then we get him talking like, I want to leave because I don't want to involve you guys because I really like you guys and you guys are like, good people and I don't want you involved in my like quest for revenge. I don't want you because I don't care what I have to do to get it kind of thing.
Yeah.
Uh, and then I love the turning Taya shit on his head, like, hey, this is me taking the wheel of my own life, right?
Hmm.
And Taya's like, yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah. Yeah. He
Oof.
wants to bring him down himself, and it's like,
Yep.
the crazy part too is that like, it's like he says, just keep the weapon, if you're gonna do this.
Yep. Lets him keep the changer. And again, I love the vibe. He's like, hey, dudes, I don't even want you guys to help because I'm just trying to like I know this is a bad idea and I'm doing it anyway. Uh and it hits kind of hard after we have that scene where everyone's like, we're gonna help you take the planet back together, and everyone does their characteristic like smile or nodding at him or like yeah, and then we get
Yeah.
even Chashir who just gives him like the curt little nod, which is like, oh, that's cute.
Hmm.
But he goes off and that's where we end. We get another really fucking funny bit with okay, sorry, before the episode ends. The evil robots are being mass produced by the ISS.
Yeah.
We didn't even talk about that. That's a whole thing. And we see I thought this was because the Sandseeders last episode were doing the like Mad Rex banana na 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 banana na na na, but the dog is still alive?
Yeah.
Mad Dex, Mad Rex revival, maybe? I don't know. We see the dog.
Yeah. I guess I don't know. We're gonna find out.
We get another really specifically funny Sakito ending with him just like rolling through the ending. These have been really funny because every once in a while they just edit him in a really fucking funny way.
Yeah.
And next episode we get like the fallout of fucking Gen believing the fucking I've got a delivery for you, don't contact me again. And fucking Joe going fucking feral. And
Yeah.
again, we see him from the back, but like Mad Rex return?
Yeah. I'm shocked. I mean, we'll see.
Also,
We'll see.
this shiny billboard auto monster, good suit. It looks cool. I'm excited to see that in action.
Also insanely crazy. Helmetless Joe.
Helmetless Joe, true. That's how we know he's pissed.
Yeah.
I also do like the shot of fucking oh god, Break fucking holding the fucking weapon up to Sakito's neck, like, leave me alone.
Yep. Yeah. And even though he's not turned to a god, Genva gets to wear a bad wig, a bad white wig. Let's go.
The bad white wig continues.
I mean, it's not the bad white wig because this is longer. But
yeah, to be fair,
we have a bad white wig.
But he continues. It's the being a fox boy. Makes you wear a white wig. You're either a god or a fox boy. You got to wear the bad white wig. To be fair, comparatively, at least now that we see it on that one frame normally, it's not as bad as the like short-haired white wig. I'll say that much.
Yeah. Oh man.
Especially with the little fox ears, they put a little bit more effort into this one. It's not as bad.
Yeah, like they even gave him like I'm not sure if that's gonna be CG or if that's actually cat eye contacts, but like holy crap, like I'm so curious as to what we're gonna see with Mr. Delivery here.
Yeah.
So
And again,
yeah.
they put a little bit, and like this doesn't look too bad. This is like what I would expect from like, oh, this is like a TV show budget wig stuff,
Mhm.
The sometimes what we see with, especially again on that Geats finale, on specifically that Gaim ending, where it's like, bro, you just bought the cheapest cosplay wig you can find, you just put him in it. You didn't even try.
We're never gonna stop making fun
The
of
white
fun
wig
of the
is
god
really
wig.
funny. Again, I like the idea. The white hair on like the godly transformation, it's good. It's a good vibe. But like it's not a good wig.
It's not at
Uh
all.
and with that, we will leave you for this week. We will be back as always talking about next week's episodes as we watch them. Later.
Later.
This program is brought to you by.
Our unending love of tokusatsu.
If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to like and subscribe.
And hit the bell for notifications. And if you would like to support us further, consider becoming a patron at our Patreon, Half Hour Henshin.
You can get some exclusive benefits, such as your name in the credits and joining our sticker club. Or, if you want to help with a one-time donation,
You can also find us at Ko-fi at Half Hour Henshin. You can email us with any questions or theories at halfhourhenshin@gmail.com or on Twitter at halfhourhenshin.